All right, Aquarius. We're going to get a little hint first regarding what this reading might be about. What are we going to see in this reading? What's important in this reading? Your psychic abilities. Intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you toward your light. Deals with the third eye chakra. So this reading could be about something that you know is true, but you don't see any, evidence of it in the 3D. Maybe someone's getting a psychic reading on you. Has to do with psychic ability somehow. All right. So show me the current situation for Aquarius, please. There's 3 coming out. All right, so we have Taurus, Gemini, and Leo energy. We've got Saturn in Taurus here, Saturn in Leo, and Mars in Gemini. This character is very important here. So somebody is either waiting or they're causing someone else to wait. Someone is at a choice point. And what they're looking at, somebody is feeling very frustrated. But what's causing frustration and strife for this person is they're thinking negatively. Their mind is causing stress, anxiety. I believe their thoughts are really causing confusion and irritation. And it's causing this person to be unable to make a decision about what they're going to do next. This person may be feeling frustrated because they don't want to wait. They may be, they're feeling unhappy about the current situation that they're in, and they're frustrated. There's a feeling of anger and frustration here, but what's causing it is negative thought. They're unable to get out of this pattern of what if. They're also, it's almost like they're looking back here and there's something that they don't even want to look at. It looks like it's their own behavior. Let's just see what else this person is thinking and feeling. So something is stuck. Something is not moving. Somebody's at a pause. They could be trying to make a decision about something, but why is this person frustrated and not moving? What are they waiting for? I feel like they're waiting for something. All right. So, by the way, their emotions, they may be waiting for someone else to blow up, but they're feeling very emotional, but they're hiding all of this. There's something that they're waiting for, but it's almost like they're waiting for somebody else to do something. There's been something unexpected that the unexpected could be that something didn't happen. We're going to have a look at and see what this is. They are in a state of surprise because I believe that some result, something that they thought would happen, it did not happen. The situation has turned out to be something completely unexpected. So they may have been waiting for a certain result and they didn't get it. We need to find out what this unexpected thing was. What is the Tower here? The situation has turned out in a completely different, okay, so maybe this person was hoping that they could get you, maybe they were trying to trigger you, or what they're hoping is that you'll take some action. They've put some kind of, this can sometimes be somebody trying to get somebody to make a hasty decision, trying to tempt somebody, trying to trigger someone. But the unexpected, I believe we're going to see, is that something did not happen. What is this person doing? What were they offering? What were they hoping? What were they hoping would happen? Or they could be, okay. So here is the problem that they have. It's not your problem though. So they were trying to assert control by getting you to do something, or you to take the bait here. The unexpected is that you didn't. So I'm just going to try to explain here what they did and what they were hoping would happen with this Ace of Wands. So remember that with the aces, all 4 aces, they are the most powerful cards in the minor arcana. All right. There, 2 of the aces, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, have fists. Both of those aces are masculine energy. The Ace of Cups is a feminine energy, but this ace in particular has to do with power, passion. It can relate to aggression, anger. It's a very, very potent energy. In its lower polarity, it can be anger and fury. It can have to do with commencing, some kind of enterprise. But it's a very, very, it packs a punch, okay? But it's sort of, with the wand there, it very often it can be someone who wants to get somebody else to make a hasty, quick decision. Take it, do it now. But what happened was that wand, you could think of this wand as the aggressive lion, it turned into a sheep. When it came to look at the tail between the legs, it acquiesced. To what did it acquiesce? Look at the lamnescape over her head in her white dress. Unconditional love. The power, now I can see why we had that intuition coming out. Her intellect, intuition, the power of her love and her knowing, her ability, she's actually communicating telepathically with animals. So you might be someone who dogs might roll over on their back and show their bellies, and even cats might do that. Animals will tend to really trust you and come toward you. Even an aggressive animal will display this kind of behavior around you. The King of Cups, or the person in the 7 of Pentacles, that person, you make this person just automatically acquiesces. It's frustrating them because what's happening here is they may feel like they're turning into this lamb. They feel overpowered. They were not expecting. The person in this card does not respond. If some kind of force comes toward her, she doesn't respond with the same type of energy. The way that she responds is in an unconditionally loving way. She she treats the bully. She can turn a bully into a protector. She sees the good side of the bully, and so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So the good nature, the the best of the bully comes out around her. Something, this person, it could be frustrating this person that this is happening. Show me more, please. Show me more. Show me more. Yeah, look at this. This is, my good Lord. For some reason, this person is in some kind of mental agony over the fact that you're being emotionally strong. That is absolutely interesting. It's literally causing this person stress and anxiety. It's incredible. I mean, the Nine of Swords, the title, the original title of this card is Lord of Despair and Cruelty. And if we go back in our minds when we saw the Five of Wands, I just saw 1111, by the way. The Five of Wands is Lord of Strife. So perhaps they are in despair because perhaps the way that they treated you was in the Five of Wands. Maybe what they're upset about is that you didn't react the way that and maybe it's that they're ashamed of their behavior or something. I think what we need to do, in other words, they can't look at, they're embarrassed or they're regretful over the way that they behaved because you were always, you didn't fight fire with fire. You didn't return whatever they, sent your way. You didn't lower yourself to their level. I'm going to ask what this person is. What is it that they're, because I always see regret when I see this card. Let's just see what this person is in despair over. What are they regretting? What is it they're upset about? What is driving them insane? What is it they can't look at or can't bear to think about? This Four coming out. Yeah, something that they said. Okay. All right. So this could be something that was said. This is a message. It's something something very significant that was said. The Page of Pentacles is a very significant, well thought out message or something that was said. It may have been about, romance or marriage coming together. These are your words here. This is what they're in despair over. I'm going to ask here, what was it? This person was either asking for clarity or a truth. This is something that you said. So whatever was said here, it was very well phrased, well thought out. It was in relation possibly to romance or somebody's family or commitment. Let's ask, what was said? Perhaps it's something that they said, but it's almost like there are two messages there. First of all, what was the Page of Pentacles as a message? It's the Page of Pentacles as a message. Wow, was it ever a message? Okay, so perhaps you may have said something like, I'm not responding to, this is the end of illusions. It can be, the end of toxicity. It can be about betrayal. There's a lot of pain here. This is very straightforward, swift communication. So what was said, somebody may have said that it's over, I'm done, or somebody may have not responded to something that was toxic. It may have been a question about why somebody stopped stopped communicating. Whatever was said, it's like somebody said something very positive. Somebody may be in agony because they stopped communicating. Somebody may have been in agony because they were falling in love very quickly with the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. That person could be regretting saying that they weren't. No, that person, I think, is regretting. It's either the way they responded to something positive that you said, or a cessation, a stopping of communication. I'm getting this feeling like somebody was in a panic because they felt like something was moving too fast. These are the arrows of love. So they may have felt like they were falling in love too quickly. So they put an abrupt end to communication. Show me more, please. Show me more. Okay, there's 3. Oh yeah, there's no question here. I do believe that somebody literally either stopped communicating all of a sudden, or they're at a pause here. They may have, I feel like this person went into, it's like suddenly a pressing panic. There was a sudden, they may have suddenly ended something. Maybe you did, but there is a sudden, an abrupt ending. Maybe the 10 of Swords could be somebody. I just feel like somebody wanted to stop the possibility of pain. I do believe that for most of you, this could be an abrupt, and a very abrupt ending in communication, or some kind of a love connection that was moving very quickly. And I feel like this person, whoever this is, they either deliberately stopped communicating. And I feel there were 2 reasons. A, they may have been trying to get control of the situation by trying to get a reaction out of you, or they just need time. There's something that this person, let's just ask again. So they're seeing you as the Empress. Let's ask how this person is thinking and feeling right now. Okay? They also may have done something to sabotage the connection, on purpose, just to put a freeze on something. What are they thinking and feeling right now? Wow, yeah, they shut their heart down for sure. They're protecting their heart. They batten down the hatches. Stop feeling. And this here is this realization, or an exposure. So they don't want you to know how they're feeling. Okay. They're also, it's like not allowing anyone into their heart. They don't want you to see how they feel. This person all of a sudden shut down, and they're all of a sudden protecting their heart. So we're going to find out why in a minute, okay? All right. So there's been some kind of a massive realization that this person has had, but they're concealing this information. What they're feeling is this huge amount of passion. So this person may not have, there's a realization here about somebody's heart and what's behind it. It perhaps feelings that heart chakra was opening up, but it was happening because you were being unconditionally loving, and all of a sudden there's this freeze. Shut the doors, shut down the communication. Don't let anybody in. All right. So let's keep going. I mean, you could, maybe you're the one who shut down, but what they're thinking and feeling is that they don't want you to know how they feel. They want to conceal. And this is revealing. So they want to conceal, but what they're trying to conceal, notice how this is all around the heart. They also want to get some kind of control of their own feelings. The person in the Seven of Pentacles, how are they thinking and feeling right now? Scared to death. Wow. Wow. Look at the 1, 2, 3 major arcana. The Emperor, the Sun, and the Moon. All three of these cards are major arcana cards. So notice how the Emperor, his or her eyes are looking this way toward fear. Look at the Sun, how the Sun is open, shining bright. There's the intuition. The Moon is, this, again, this, talk about that card of intuition. By the way, one of the things that this person could be very panicked about and fearful about is that your intuition, you can see right through them. This person may not like the fact that you're very intuitive. They may feel more in control if they are able to conceal their feelings. They may feel more in control if they, have their heart chakra blocked. This person may, because the Emperor card is all about control and all about the 3D. It is someone. It's person who is in a position of power, but over things in this world. It's worldly power. This person is a little bit, well, probably a lot, quite frightened of things that they can't see, things that aren't, physically able. If you can't see it, taste it, touch it, this person is wary and afraid of it. So, I mean, what you said, you may have said something. Whatever was said, was true. Okay. Whatever, maybe you said something about, hey, is it true that in your background, maybe you suffered such and such? Whatever you said, it was dead on the money. It was so true. This person it scared this person because they're now looking over there. They may not want you to see how they feel, or they may be scared because they're wondering, how the hell did Aquarius know that? How am I going to stay in control if I'm with somebody who can read minds? This could be what they're thinking. They could be very, very afraid of your psychic ability, your intuition. It's not just fear, it's that it threatens them, their feeling of being in control. So part of this person, part of their feeling of security is they don't let other people know how they're feeling. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to ask now is, what is the Emperor wary of or afraid of? Why is the Emperor looking at the Moon? How is the Emperor thinking and feeling? Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Leo, and Aries there. It's what you said. Wow. Wow. Emperor is afraid of this message. It's what was said. So there's something, this may have been a question or a statement about feelings or about intuition But I also feel that whatever was said, it was incredibly insightful. I mean, it's almost like you said something that it's possible that this is something that they're, that's what caused the tower, by the way. The tower was something that was said, but it's something that triggered them in an enormous way. So this could be something that they either didn't realize, but it was true. It may have triggered a memory that of something that did happen. It could be that this is whatever, was said here involves something that they have hidden from everyone else. So you may have been right about something that they've, some kind of a secret about themselves that they've been hiding from everybody. Now, so the Emperor may be afraid to respond. Let's just see, what does the Emperor want to say here? What's going on here? Well, I don't know how that happened. There's uncertainty here, and the Emperor may be afraid to say something. There's somebody who feels uneasy here. Maybe the Emperor is feeling uneasy about responding to a message. What does the Emperor want to say? Does the Emperor want to say? Oh, get ready. Well, the Emperor wants to. The Emperor wants to say that you were right about something. There's the intuition. That's like a psychic. And there is the revealing of a giant secret. So the Emperor may want to expose something that's very deep and intimate and private. They may want to tell you were right. The Emperor may also want to ask you, how do you know? There is something this is something. It's very, very confidential. It's top secret. All right? There is exposure. They may want to know, how do you know? So you're dealing with somebody who literally, this person definitely does not believe in psychics. This person is absolutely freaked out. All right? Sorry to use such slang, but they are bamboozled over something that you were dead on the money about. They're to the point where they're not even, I feel like this is something that is so, that they covered up so much. Nobody knows. So there's only one conclusion, which is that you were right. Your intuition was dead on, but it's making this person feel very threatened. So, this could be why, if someone stopped communicating with you, this may be why. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Leo, or an Aries here. All right, so let's just keep going. Show me a little bit more about how the Emperor is thinking and feeling about you. It's the Emperor thinking and feeling about you. Whoa. It's over here. So first of all, they could be slightly worried that you're going to walk away. There's an idea here of enlightening someone, exposing the truth about a walk away. Somebody is aware here that there has been a loss suffered because of a walk away, or somebody there's an idea here of somebody losing, giving up, having to abandon success here. So on the one hand, the Emperor is scared, okay? On the other hand, the Emperor is aware that they could, if they walk away from you, if they abandon success with you, it is a sad event. It's a loss. One of the things that, if the Emperor is someone who has already walked away, you may not, they haven't exposed to you that they were sad about it, or if you walked away from them, what they're covering up is that they're very upset about this. They have deep feelings. I don't think they expose these. The Eight of Cups is often somebody who's walking away from something, but they're not feeling good about it. They feel like they are abandoning success. There's a loss involved here. They're walking away from something good. Somebody, for some reason, they felt like they were forced to let go of something. But here, if this Emperor walked away, the only reason why they feel like they were forced to let go is because they didn't want to open their heart. Let's just keep going. How else is the Emperor thinking and feeling right now? How is that Emperor thinking and feeling right now? Again, well, they're looking at a truth. This is somebody who literally is soul searching, deeply searching for a truth, but they're realizing a truth here about this. Just look at all the blue here. And the water. There's a lot of emotion here. They may have walked away because you can see right through them. They also may have walked away because they don't want to look at something closely. There's an idea here of allowing the higher self, God, Allah, Buddha, to guide them here. But they may have walked away from their higher self, or this could be somebody who says that they don't believe in the higher self, God, spirit, whatever. Show me how else they are thinking and feeling. They're realizing a truth about a walk away. They're realizing a truth that they've lost something or that they abandoned success. Yeah. Again, it's almost like they're looking at a truth. This is either them seeing a truth about some kind of damage or something reckless that they did. This could be an action that they took suddenly. They may have overreacted. There may have been something that really triggered them. And, but it was, there is a very, very, very tiny red heart in the bit of that horse, which is supposed to tell us that this person reacted. They did something suddenly that caused damage, but it was triggered by by something having to do with love. So I feel like they're seeing a truth about something reckless that they did, or a truth about something that they did without thinking. Yeah, perhaps the thought of you being with somebody else. They don't like the feeling of jealous or going into a jealous rage. How else are they thinking and feeling? They may have tried to get you angry by dealing with other people, but you didn't. They're definitely keeping their... So they may... See, what are they thinking and feeling? They're keeping their feelings to themselves. They're trying to control their feelings. And I think that one of the methods that this person uses is to be around a whole whack of people. So what they may do so that they don't have to feel is deal with just a bunch of people here. You know, this is somebody who could be refusing to get out of the single lifestyle. They don't love any of these people. These are people that they're either partying with, or these are just regular people. These are jokers here that just party, probably spend the emperor's money, and you know, it's not serious at all. And it's some method that they use to maintain control and to not have to open their heart. Show me how else the emperor is thinking and feeling. And then we're going to find out, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So we're back to, at the very beginning, remember that this card came out. So they can't, one of the things that they may have been doing, first of all, they're feeling like you stand out above all the rest. They may feel like you're out of their league, you're too good for them. But it looks like they're frustrated that they can't get control of you. They don't like the fact that, because this person here, they're seeing you as being single. So in other words, there's a danger. Everybody wants this person. Okay, this is the it person, it girl or the it guy. This person is, you know, the one that everybody, you're out of their league. I was about to say you're at the top of their list, but they feel like, you know, you're the cream of the crop, the top of the top. Okay. The problem is on there right now is that they can't, the problem is you are single. This is frustrating them. I see what's going on here now. You're dealing with this person in the correct way, because what you're saying is essentially, you may not be saying this actually to them, but however you have, behaved and spoken to this person, you've made it eminently clear that you will not be a side dish. You're not going to jump. These are a bunch of people, like in the Three of Cups, who are competing for this person. Okay? You're not even putting yourself, you're not going to waste your time doing that. Okay? So these people are trying to outdress each other they are, what, did you see that person with Sarah? Was that person with Mimi? Was that, all of these people are asking everyone, who is he with or who is she with? They're irritated. What does that mean? That means they're intimidated by every other person. What I'm going to do is, you may be a masculine. Okay. So just switch the he and the she, if you like. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this as if your person is a masculine and you're a feminine. And just forgive me if it's the other way around. All right. What's happening here is let's just say this is your person. Okay. Your person is refusing to open their heart to you. They want to maintain control. So the way that they were doing it, or what they tried to do to you, or what they thought that you would do, is they figured that they could keep you in this card. Now, what does that mean? These women, okay, are not on the market. Why? Because they're all competing for just one person, for that person. So this person wants you in there so that you won't be on the market. You won't be single. You'll be in this little groupie card. These are a bunch of people who are only interested in that person. They're not single. They're not on the market. They're only interested in that person. And what they're doing is they're busy panicking and wondering who that person was with. So they're gossiping. They're making sure that they're chastising every other woman in this card to that person. This makes this person happy because they know that they're in control. As long as these women are all in a great big panic. Okay? This person ignores all of this completely because this person has said, no, I am single. You're single. I'm not, I'm single because you haven't behaved. You haven't opened your heart. You haven't come toward me, with the inappropriate commitment, or, you have absolutely no concerns over these people. None whatsoever. Because you've treated this person really well. And you are well aware that you don't behave like these people. I'm not saying that you think you're better than those other people, but the way that you treat others and what you have to offer. In other words, in this card, you realize that one of the things about this woman, and this could be man, but one of the things about this woman is her home. That's represents the snail there. The snail moves around. The snail carries its home on its back. Wherever you could live in a really small apartment, or maybe you just have a room, but your personal home, your environment is warm. Everyone wants to be around this person because they feel good. She inspires others. There's a positive vibe. Look at all the fruits and everything. Everything is beautiful, warm, and this person is interesting, and they always have, something, they have what they need. They have, it's just, everyone wants, home is where this person is. So this person, just look at this cold, this person, originally in this card, they built the city behind them. They own that. They could be very wealthy. They're sitting on a cold, hard concrete bench. So they might live in a palace, a castle, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like this. Okay, so they could live in a castle, but they feel good in your small little home. I mean, you might have a large home, but you get the idea. Okay. So why are you, what I'm saying is, these people could be supermodels. Who cares? Does this person care? No, because these people are all crapping on each other. They're all causing this person strife. They probably, make a big mess and spend their money, and they cause irritation and strife. And they're in the fives, which means they're low vibrational. They have nothing to inspire. They don't come up with inspirational ideas. They don't have support for this person, because they're in the Five of Wands. They have big egos for one thing. This is Saturn and Leo. So there's an idea of restriction here and everything being scattered. Nothing is aligned. And there's an idea of anger, irritation, frustration. There's cutthroat competition here as well. So it's very low vibrational energy. All right? So part of the reason, and possibly the main reason why this person is feeling confident and like that, like they are the one, is because of their record. Their record. What do I mean by that? They have a record of being a positive influence on this person's life for some reason. I don't mean that this person always has nice things to say. This person can sometimes get very angry and put this person right in their place. But this person has good intentions. This person improves this person's life if this person would only grow up. Okay? So the problem that this person has right now is because they haven't opened their heart and shared their heart, you're single. Okay? Why would you want to commit to someone who's dealing with other people? So that's the problem they have. They have two choices. They either open their heart, jump into the moon, which is very fearful, or they deal with the fact that someone else could take you away from them at any moment. They have no control over you whatsoever. None, because you know your worth. And this is quite possibly a twin flame. Yeah, look at this. 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Wow. And over here is this uncertainty that 4 of Pentacles person has. It's building up. Look at the emotion building up. They know there's the Stage card. They cannot maintain their time is running out. You could be snapped up by someone at any moment. This 6 of Cups, show me, are we allowed to see what action this person is going to be taking? Okay, so in the past, they may have made, perhaps they're going to return, but there's some kind of a resurrection here, a judgment call. This is good, because I feel like here's this, abandoning success here. There's some kind of huge judgment call, some kind of huge resurrection. Notice how these bodies are being lifted out of their coffins. So there could be a massive turnaround here. This is a reunion, by the way. Show me, do we know what action this Emperor is going to be taking? If I can't get it in the next 2 splits, we'll just... Okay, we'll do one more split. They're in a panic, all right. They're trying to make a decision here. They do not know what's going to happen. They're heeding the call. They may have had some kind of a dream or something, or had some kind of a spiritual calling or some kind of an awakening here. They're going to message you. They are going to message you, and we're going to stop right there, because this is a new beginning. Do you see how short the grass is there? It's just started growing. The judgment call, by the way, the judgment card is a card of twin flames, by the way, of a resurrection, coming together of twin flames. So you're going to hear from this person. This person is going to come through. They are going to message you. Let them take this action. So if you're still in love with this person, unblock them and let them do this, because this has got to be an interior decision of theirs. Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry this was so long. I am going to get one. And by the way, thank you to those people who commented who said, don't apologize for a long reading. That really lifted my spirits. Thank you for saying that. I just know that a lot of you like the shorter readings. But they just, look, you can see how a reading has a story. There's a beginning and there's an end. You can tell where the conclusion is. And it just didn't, incredible. No matter what changes life brings, nothing will change my love for you. You give my life purpose. Because of you, I feel safe. I am forever grateful. Thank you. Now, I just want to repeat, notice that, remember I was trying to explain why the woman in the 9 of Pentacles is not intimidated by the supermodels who are all cutting each other's throats? Because those people in the 5 of Wands who drink the Emperor's wine and make a mess at his house and send cutthroat messages and are constantly texting and annoying the Emperor and criticizing each other and talking behind each other's backs, they don't make the Emperor feel safe. They don't do things or say things that give the Emperor a feeling of safety, security, or anything to be grateful for. You do. You give the Emperor's life purpose because you make the Emperor feel safe. The Emperor is grateful because of you. Why? And the Emperor is saying thank you. So that's your record. See that? And because of that, no matter what changes life brings, nothing will change the Emperor's love for you. Okay? I rest my case. Follow your intuition. All right? Guys, I love you so much. Let me know if it resonates. Bye.